wishing you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly, highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very, very important issue that I have not seen a lot of people talk about. This is the issue of President Trump sending criminals from American jails to third countries. This is a situation whereby criminals in America, hardened criminals, barbaric criminals, the worst of the worst kind of criminals that are supposed to be or were American citizens. Then after they have been caught and they serve their time, instead of the American government to send them back to their native country of origin, the American government under President Donald Trump is now trying to send them to third-party countries. These are countries that have the people are not from there. These criminals are not citizens of those countries. They have no business with those countries. Donald Trump is now trying to force the government of those countries to accept criminals in their lands. I see a lot of things wrong with this. And when I first saw the news, I don't really know what to say. I was trying to do more research, and I was expecting some of our so-called men of dogs in Nigeria, those are our daddy GOs that are claiming to be the personification of Jesus Christ, to speak about this, to talk. None of them, no pastor, no Nigerian pastor, have used this as a topic. All those ones we see, they call their names. Nobody don't talk for this matter. It's shocking to me. So I was waiting. Let's see how these people will react, because it's a very serious issue. No pastor talk. And today I want to talk. They say if you talk, you go die. If you not talk, you go die. So make I talk, me anything won't happen, make it happen. The way I see this issue, and it doesn't really make sense. A person, a criminal, let's say this person migrated to America. He acquired American citizenship. He's not an American citizen. Then somewhere along the line, he commits a crime, an heinous crime. He's found guilty of this crime. He went to jail, does his time. Now that this person does his time, he needs to be deported back. Is it not only natural that such a person should be deported back to their native country of origin? For instance, now, let me use an example of myself. If I am a Nigerian, right? If I somehow migrate to America, along the line I acquired American citizenship, I have American passport, and then I commit a crime. They put me in jail, and after my service, they deport me. Are they not supposed to deport me back to Nigeria, which is my native country? This is how it has always been done around the world. So why is President Trump, instead of sending these criminals back to where they come from, is trying to send them to a country that have no business with them, that have nothing to do with them, that does not even know, no blood connection? Their father didn't come from there, their mother didn't come from there, they have never set foot there. Is forcing those countries to accept these criminals. For me, I see it as trying to spread evil and demons around the world. This is what he's doing, and this is not a good thing. Recently, Donald Trump attempted to send 300 criminals to Nigeria. He tried it with our government. Our government refused. Even as kissing as our president is to American country, our president refused. Our interior minister refused. Said, no, we are not going to accept 300 criminals from your jail into our population. For what? These people don't belong here. They are not from Nigeria. We have enough problems here. We have enough criminals already in Nigeria. We have Boko Haram. We have Ishwap. We have Fulani herdsmen. We have all sort of criminals here. You want to give us more criminals? 300 people from El Salvador and those Latin American countries, those what do they call the MS-13, Latin disciple criminals. You want to transport those gangsters to Nigeria so that they can come and start their own MS-13 drug dealing courts inside Nigeria, as if we don't have enough courtesan problem in Nigeria. So Nigerian government refused. The next week, they cut down their visa from 2 years to 3 months visitors visa. I am not surprised. All the politicians were scrambling. It's not my business. I'm not planning to visit America, and I'm not planning to go to their embassy to go and ask for visa. What say they go for? Now only America did this world. If you want cut the old visa, make you cut them. But truth needs to be told. This thing Donald Trump is doing is wrong. I see that he's trying to he want to destroy African fabric. He don't like us enough like this. For you to want to send criminals, why didn't he send the 300 criminals to UK? Why didn't he send these 300 criminals to Germany? Why didn't he send these 300 criminals to France or any of his own, how they call them, G7 or NATO countries? He can't even send these 300 criminals to Ukraine, but he wants to send 300 criminals to Nigeria. To do what? To come and selling drugs to us. To come and be, and many of these criminals are rapists, pedophiles, sadistic criminals, deprived the worst kind of criminals. He want to send them to Nigeria. This is how he feels about us. I saw the news. I was waiting for one of these so-called daddy GOs to talk, but they will not talk because all of them want to go to America. They have money in American bank accounts. They have houses in America. Many of them are even working for the American government to the detriment of their own people. None of them talk. Only our president rejected quite naturally. We're not going to accept criminals in this country. We have enough criminals here already. We don't need any more. Then the next thing, he sent 5 of these criminals to another African country, Eswatini. They were able to take 5. I don't know why that country. I hear that country is not so strong, that the president have so many watches. He loves, he's indebted to America. He was forced to accept 5 of these criminals for whatever reason. But we're not going to accept any. We don't take this kind of shit. We're not going to take it from Donald Trump. Okay? He should send these criminals to Europe. Of course, he's not going to send them to Europe. He wants to pollute Africa with criminals. This is a wrong thing. And this is very, very bad. For you to want to send bad people to another country that have no business with it, I don't understand. I mean, these people came from somewhere, right? They came from, some of them I hear they came from Laos, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. What is stopping you from deporting them back? And they're not citizens of those countries. You could easily do that. Everybody will accept their citizens back. But he wants to just spread the evil around Africa, trying to force us to accept 300 criminals. To do what here? To come and be teaching us how to sell drugs? To come and be causing problems for our communities? No, we refuse that. So I saw this news. I think this guy is trying to destroy African culture, trying to destroy our fabric, and he wants us to have more problems. Then he did another one again. Now in America, they have no more freedom of speech anymore. America that claims to be the bastion of democracy, which we know that they are just pretend. They are democracy, that the government is a military democracy. When America is bringing democracy to a country, the country usually have natural resources, i.e. things they can steal and carry. If there's no oil, there's no gold, there's no solid minerals, there's no democracy going to that country. Now, you don't even have freedom of speech. If you are a foreigner, you say anything about Israel, anti-Semitism, deportation. Now, the American immigration is asking to see people's Facebook profiles, social media profiles, as part of visa requirements. What does this mean? Whereby the immigration officer will be asking you to see your access to your profile. What if I don't have any social media account? I will not go to America. And if I have a social media account and I say anything critical, like somebody like me now, they're not going to give me visa. If they see my YouTube channel, me, I know say America not going to give me visa. The government, because I don't like what that they do. All these things that they are doing is, many things is wrong. Systemic racism, stifling of free speech, this attempt to send criminals to third countries, all these things are things that are not good. They are trying to stifle freedom of speech all around the world. Okay, this is what they are doing. So a lot of people that these are American lovers from Africa, that they see America as a big deal, the country to go live and die. I don't know, those people have low mentality. Okay, sorry to say this, but many of our people in Nigeria here, due to the constant frustration that they are having with the country, they see lack of opportunities. Many of them don't see a future because our criminal government here have made sure of that. They have sold us out to the enemy. So the dream of most African youth is to go to a foreign country like America, UK, Europe, and just how would they call this? Naturalize and live there and die there. Run away from Africa. This is the mentality. So this kind of people, they will naturally be afraid to say the truth or to speak their minds. Unlike people like us, that we don't have anything to lose. He who is down fears no fall. Okay, you won't deport me. I'm already in Nigeria. Where you won't deport me, go again. Okay, I'm not planning to say that I will go and apply for American visa one day. So I'm free to speak my mind, right? What this government is doing is there's no more freedom of speech in America. You cannot criticize any of their foreign policies, any of their government decision. If not, you're not going to get a visa to go to that country. And if you're already in that country, you have to keep quiet and let them do what they like. If you say anything, they deport you. Even legitimate people that are there, students that are studying, they have been deported. People that have visas, their visas are being revoked because they are stifling freedom of speech. So now tell me now, what is the difference between America and Nigeria? Even right now, Nigeria have more freedom of speech, more than America. You can come to Nigeria and you'll be critical. We are very, very critical of our Nigerian government. And they don't deport you. Nigeria have never deported any foreigner that say anything. We don't deport people. We are now more civilized than America under Donald Trump. We are more civilized now. Can you imagine? Under just 2 years of Donald Trump, see where America is now. Massive deportation of immigrants. He's trying to clean the country, I agree, but he's overdoing it. And I see the racism, the systemic racism in the system. And what will happen is that this system is going to go down the drain, but it's none of my business. The people that are cleaning your tables, washing your toilets, the so-called Mexican and Latin American people, they are the ones doing the dirty jobs in America. The jobs that the Caucasians do not do anymore. The menial jobs, the house help, house cleaning, housekeeping jobs, the picking of fruits. Who are the people? Is it not the people from Latin America? Now, if you deport all these people, who is going to pick all those fruits for the American people? It's not black people. Black people are not going back to the plantation anymore. Africans are not doing those kind of dirty jobs anymore. It is the other people that are doing it. These other people that think that they are whites, forgetting that they used to be black, and they have been beaten to be brown at the same time. These people now, they are feeling the heat because they have neglected their African ancestry. They think that because their skin is lighter, they are more close to the Caucasian. They never support us in anything we do. They look down on African people, forgetting that their origins are from Africa. Now, that Mr. Trump has taken them as a focal point in this time and space. Many of these people, these Jesus-loving FMLs, very sad people, it is their time now to wake up and smell whatever they are drinking. If it is tortilla or tequila, it's time for them to wake up and smell it. So there's no more freedom of speech anymore in America. That has been taken care of, especially when you want to talk about issues concerning Israel. Israel is a sacred cow. You don't talk about Israel. You talk about Israel, you are going down. This is how it is in America now. It's a very shameful state in time, whereby we can't criticize, you can't talk about the genocide we see on TV. You cannot say anything about all this. And this new level of trying to send criminals to African countries, for what? This is unnecessary. I don't know why it wants to populate African countries with American toxic criminals. This is something we must all speak against and reject. Carrying people that are sexual deviants, drug addicts, pedophiles, rapists, scoundrels. You want to send them to Africa. So Africa is a prison camp. This is your view about African people. His view is very myopic and outdated. If he thinks that Nigeria is a country like, no. Yes, we have our problems, but we are not there. We will never accept criminals from America. We told him no, cancel his visa. I don't even know why Nigerians still go to America. Products there are very, very expensive. But I know that many of our politicians, they are going there to steal money, to hide money in American banks. But I'm glad that it's trying to stop all those things. Now, we need to invest in Africa. Africa is our home. I keep saying this. We cannot, if we don't sanitize this country, nobody is going to do it for us. We have this savior mentality due to Christianity that the savior Jesus Christ is going to solve our problems. We don't need to do anything. What we need to do is just to believe in Jesus, which translates to believe in the white man, believe in the European, listen to him. He knows better. In those beds, organs no beds, Sabia they call him. Believe in this guy. We come with all his muscles. He go chest all the bullet for us. We just need to follow him. This is how our people are being destroyed, and we are dying. What we need to know is that we need to believe in ourselves. We need to stand up by ourselves. We need to reject this false notion of believing in other people and believe in ourselves for once, for crying out loud. This way we can be able to do right by ourselves, even if we are taking baby steps. It is the child that grows up to become a man. If we keep waiting for somebody to carry us, we will never learn how to walk. I keep telling this to our African people. We must stand up. We must say no. We must reject. If they want to cancel their visa, let him cancel every visa. But let no criminals come to Africa. We must also do away with this religion. Religion makes you weak. Because of the Christian religion, they tell you to love your enemies. They tell you to turn the other cheek. They tell you to leave everything for God. We don't ask for accountability from our enemies. When we say the truth now, speaking the truth now looks like rebellion. Me speaking the truth now, many people will think that I am an enemy to America. I am not an enemy to America. I love America, but I don't love the government. I don't love what the government is doing. Government are killing people, stealing people natural resources, or invading people's country, committing all these crimes. Now they are trying to send criminals to peaceful countries once again, countries that are peaceful. You want to send 300 criminals to Nigeria. What did we do to deserve this? You know where they come from. You know their country of origin. What is stopping you from sending them back? No country have a right to reject their citizens when you want to send them back. But no, you just want to pollute the rest of the world with your wickedness, sending criminals to peaceful countries. Where they will come stay? We want to see them, we see El Salvador with tattoos all over the waka up and down our country. They do what? They hurt to our economy. I wonder how this guy they think. So African countries need to stand up, and I'm glad that our government stood up to him. No, we're not going to accept this nonsense. Yes, we did listen to most bullshit, but this one, it is disrespectful. Not be here. You cannot try this with Nigerian governments. Go and try it. So he go and did it with a government that does not know himself. Okay? Not be everybody now you could do like this. So we see this. The most painful part is that people that are supposed to be defenders of truth, they cannot even speak truth anymore. because they feel that they are slaves to the system. American government is going to sanction them. Oh, we're not going to give you visa, you talk anything, or we're going to check it out. And of course, you cannot enter this country anymore. So they are afraid to talk. Well, some of us are not afraid to talk the truth. And speaking truth is it brings healing and it brings sense to the issue. Imagine Nigerian attempting to send 300 criminals from from Okere, from Kirikiri, sending criminals to Nigeria, America. You think America will accept? It will even cause a diplomatic problem. Nigerian government attempts to send 50 criminals to United Kingdom. They think United Kingdom will accept this. It's insultive. For what? They will ask you, wait till they bring this one come. What are you trying to do? Very so when somebody is insulting you politely, you should be able to know that the person thinks very low of you. He sees you like and those criminals as the same. He's trying to say all of you are the same thing. Okay? Birds of the same feathers flock together. It's a polite way of insulting Nigeria. That not be criminals, they stayed there before. They are all criminals in that country. So criminals mixed with criminals, nothing, not go happen, not be criminal before now. Someone that go there. All of it's indirectly called Nigerians criminals. That is what Trump did with this very thing. Where we are not criminals. Okay? The ones when be criminal, they know in people. In Trump himself, he has a lot of criminal case. This is a man that have been indicted several times for fraud in America, for sexual molestation. He has a rap sheet of kind of crimes. Trump is not a clean man. He has dubious deals. It's so painful that this is the best thing the Republican Party can bring for presidency in America. Somebody that have so many criminal records like him, felony and all the rest. But what do you know? America is America. This is the best they have to offer the world for now. So, but we should not accept some kind of things, and we should stand up for the truth. Okay? If you really love Africa, you must be able to stand up. Don't be afraid to say the truth, is what I'm saying. I was so disappointed that people that was expecting to say something could not say anything. They have been threatened. What will be the threatening? We will cancel America. We now will give you American visa. Is America the only country in the world? If you don't go America, you will die. Africa is even better. Most of the things that make America great was created by African people there. There are people that were kidnapped to that country. They are the ones that is making America a place for people. Look at UK. UK is very dull. They are trying to bring as much black people as possible to put color inside the United Kingdom to make it spicy. America already have that spicy flavor due to the black people that are there already. We can make Africa great by speaking the truth, by saying no to nonsense, by not clamoring anything that the white person say. We just say yes, we're going to roll with it. It's not everything the white person say we're going to roll with it. We did not roll with this one, and we will never roll. They're not going to try them again. America need to under Trump. The good thing is that Trump is not going to be there for more than 4 years. All this nonsense he's doing is going to be like the dark day when a new president comes in. I'm sure he's going to change many of these policies he's putting in place. And he's going to learn from this mistake. What he's doing now is to empower people, to make people know that you need to stand by yourself. So he's doing a good thing indirectly by letting other countries know that they need not depend on America and they can live by themselves. This is what I've been trying to tell our politicians here that are lazy. We have a lot of things of natural resources. They still want to go and beg people for free money. They are used to begging. It's a very painful thing. But what Trump is doing is a blessing in disguise. But the one of sending criminals to here, I not join. That will not join. You cannot send criminals to a third-party country. It's like spreading STDs all around the world. Okay? Maybe he hates Africa so much And you just want to, especially Nigeria, just want to send you 300 criminals free of charge to Nigeria. To do what here? I don't understand. To form a new gang here, a new MS-13 Sinaloa cartel in Nigeria again. You want to export a 1/4 of the whole Sinaloa cartel to come to stay in Nigeria. And I will not finish with that now. They will just open farm, just start to grow cocaine everywhere. Open factory, methamphetamine factory. It will just be like Breaking Bad 1,000 times over. They will just cast to our bush now, cast to our forest. We go here, Rambo. They will turn the whole country to drug dealers within 5 years. Half of Nigeria will be addicted to drugs within 5 years. We not want that. We know that is what Mr. Trump is trying to do. This is his wish and his dream for us. To make us of nation of addicts, of non-entities. This is his dream for Nigeria, but his dream is not going to work. God go punish him. Not go better for him. For you to think this kind of thing, Mr. Trump, I think he hates Nigeria. If you love somebody, you're not going to think of sending criminals to the house of your friend. Let him send the criminals to UK. Send these criminals to France. Send him to the British Virgin Islands. Send the criminals all over, but not Africa. You don't like African people. That's why you plan to send criminals to us. People they send better things to people. See what you they send come. Not go work. Okay, we are not that kind of people. So you see this, and it's a shame. Ordinary freedom of speech. People don't have it in America anymore. You cannot even talk. What is the difference between America now with a country? Which country we're going to say that they don't have freedom of speech? All these countries, they condemn that there's no freedom of speech, no human rights. America does not have human rights anymore. It's a very painful, this is a dark period in America, that they have stooped so low to be asking that they want to be checking people's Facebook page, social media, to see what they have been saying. One day they're going to ask for your password to log into your social media accounts to see the things that they're going to ask for people's password very soon, if we allow this. So we're going to say no to this. Okay? We should stand up. And we should also be asking them for their passwords too. And social media accounts before they come to Africa. Because many of these white people come here, many of them are racists. If we check your social media, you see that you don't have any affiliation with Africa. You are so white like snow. You don't even have any African friend. You don't have any African connection. We will not give you visa. Or we have said something about Africa in the past. You are a culture vulture. You are a thief. You are working in a company that is making money from the sweat and blood of African people. All these companies like Microsoft, those ones that are making all these smartphones, that are doing illegal mining operations, blood diamonds. If we see anybody working in those kind of companies that are stealing from Africa, all these chocolate companies that are using children to work in the farms, if we see that this is kind of place, we will not give you visa to come to Africa. Okay? It's time we need to be checking their Facebook profiles as well before they say they want to get visa to come to Nigeria. Because this is childish. Somebody cannot have freedom of speech again because you are in your country. Who the hell are you to tell me what to think and who to love and who to like? You don't have any business. I don't have any business telling anybody who to like or what to say. You should not have any business to tell us who to like, what to say. You not get that right. You not get that feeder. They're not born you well. So I believe we should also do the same thing. To these people, our government should make policies to be checking their Facebook pages, checking their social media, checking all the same thing they are checking. We should be checking it before they also get visa to come to Nigeria as well. Okay? Oh, don't get basket for rotty mango. Very childish thing. So that you go tell me who I go like. Okay, I cannot speak my mind. If I see genocide happening on Al Jazeera, see some people stealing other people's land, see people oppressing other people, I cannot be able to say anything. And not if I talk, then you know will give me which kind of small picking thing be this. What is the difference between you and the so-called countries you are calling third world countries? No difference. How can you be living in a country that say this is the land of the free, but you don't have any freedom? Every day you face harassment from the police. You can't even say your mind. You're always looking back. People see you as a bad person, as a criminal. All these things is not good. So we as African people, we need to stand our grounds. We need to be able to say no to some certain things, some certain nonsense that this guy is trying to do. Okay, just like the Nigerian government have rejected these 300 criminals and nothing happened. We will reject many of these things and nothing will happen. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. If they like give you visa, they not give you visa. There are many other countries to go to. Many beautiful countries to go to. And you will have peace of mind there. You will get the things you want. Okay? It's just a shame that many of our people cannot say anything. Those ones I know before that they have already been compromised. And until they choose to stand up for their continent, they will continue to be compromised. Okay? And most of them are Christians. It's very hard to liberate yourself from white supremacy when your God is created by white supremacy. Jesus Christ and Muhammad is a poster child for white supremacy and Arab supremacy. Religion is just cultural supremacy and cultural domination. When religion comes, tells you everything about your culture is inferior, everything about your culture is evil. You throw away your culture, throw away your identity, throw away your name, throw away your even ancestral connection. They tell you that your ancestors are evil spirits. They are the ones responsible for all your problems. You have to cut off and you have to unite with their own demonic ancestors that have been killing you, stealing you, raping you since they came into Africa. You have to pray to those ones. You have to give your money to support their religion. Give your time and energy. Once they get you in this trap, you have already destroyed yourself. You have no say anymore. You are not at their mercy. This is what many Africans don't understand. So you pray to the same God that was given to you by the oppressor to liberate you. Is it going to work? No, it's not going to work. For you to be totally free, your spirituality must be based on your ancestral connection to the land. That is the only thing that will give you power to liberate yourself from the shackles that these evil spirits are trying to put on you. That will give you the power to say, no, I will not accept this rubbish. Enough is enough. Pack your load and go. Leave me alone and not do again. This is what we need to tell these people. Once you have made your path like this, made up your mind, you start living your life, then you experience true freedom, what it means to be independent. Then the ancestors will now start walking through you to manifest a better reality, to create that universe, that future. A lot of Africans now, they have been so hoodwinked with fear, the fear of going to hell, the fear of losing it all, the fear of what will people say, the fear of, oh, I have so money and I'm too late, so I love the enemy, I'm just going to roll with the enemy is more powerful, and my ancestors are lazy, I'm just going to roll with them for the rest of the life. That is your choice. That is your choice. But if you want to make a difference, you have to stand your ground. History is going to remember only those people that choose to stand with truth, justice, and righteousness. History is going to see you as a deserter. History will see those kind of people as not victims, as collaborators. Nowadays, now we're talking about what happened during the time of transatlantic slave trade, where the Portuguese were coming, the Spaniards were coming, and there was other Africans and also the white people were buying, they were kidnapping our own people and putting in slave ships. When we think back then, what will we say? That some of our people collaborated, right? And some people fought back. People that collaborated, how do we remember them? People that fought back, how do we remember them? Who do you think prosperity will judge very well in a scale of, let's say, people that supported? How do you think they will be accepted into the realm of the ancestors? We need to say, okay, enough is enough. When you realize something that you have been doing wrong, It is not a bad thing to recalibrate your steps and correct yourself. But shame, some people feel ashamed. Some people feel that they don't want to even do anything. They just want to stay where they are. They feel that there is safety in numbers. This is how some African people feel. So they're just going to go with the oppressor like this and do whatever the oppressor says, tell them to do. But the good thing is that all this mentality is changing now. As African people are waking up every day, we are seeing things for what it really is, what I really have. We are beginning to say no. Not everything we are going to accept from the oppressor. Not every policy they tell us, not everything they bring to us, not everything is good for us that they give us. We will change all this narrative, little by little. Ogoro must jump. So I'm happy that our government have been able to have the balls to reject these 300 criminals. This is how we are going to be rejecting all these negative policies that the enemy is bringing little by little. We are going to be freeing ourselves from his policies, from his detrimental decisions, and slowly we will free ourselves from the shackles of mental and religious poisoning and indoctrination. We go free. Africa will be great again, whether you like it or not. Nigeria go better. So there is hope. We will be better. Okay, we'll be better. So we should learn to speak truth. Truth is the only weapon we have against the enemy. When the enemy have gone into this level that no more freedom of speech, you know that they are in panic mode. They don't want people to wake up. They are afraid. They don't want people to talk about sensitive issues. Just know that the time of freedom is already near. We will soon break free from these people. Okay? The main thing is for us to unite and start doing by ourselves. It's not going to abroad is good, but when you go to abroad, go with the notion of empowering yourself and coming back home to join the struggle to develop your country, to make the black race much more better, to be a good ambassador of Africa. Go there with the mind. If you're living in abroad, have this mentality that whatever you are doing there, the pain you are passing through, the discrimination you are facing is for a better cause, which is to create a lasting future for your children and giving them the right spiritual orientation to carry on the struggle of liberation into the future. This is the only thing that will worth your while, that will make you want to go and be doing some kind of jobs you are not supposed to do in abroad. Some jobs that are not dignified. But you do it because you know that your children, you give them a good orientation to be better, to carry the struggle of freedom forward. Okay? When you have this goal in mind, it will be easy. Don't go to abroad and to go and just ment away or give yourself away to support the mentality of a system that is designed to destroy and eradicate your people, you and your people, your culture, your values from the face of the earth. You need to maintain your culture and your values. They must be primarily consigned to you. You do this by inculcating the spirit of dignity, love for your motherland, ancestral veneration, remembrance of who you are, and the remembrance of the ills that have been done to you in the past, and creating a better future of developing yourself to be independent. This should be the goal of living in abroad, doing all this job of necessary job or driving taxis or washing toilets, sweeping, or all those dirty jobs that our people go to do, caregiving and all this nonsense. When you're doing it with the goal of freedom for your people in the future, okay, have this in mind that one day you will come back home to build a legacy. You have to have this mindset. Except that you are dreaming of doing it forever. The dirty jobs you're doing now, I'm sure you don't want your children to be doing it. If you are sweeping streets in America, you want your children to be sweeping streets. Do you want your children to continue to wash toilets from where you stop washing toilets? I don't believe that many people should want this. The only way your children will continue doing these menial jobs is if you inculcate them with the values of Christianity, of telling them to love their enemies, forgive their enemies, and to walk and die so that they will spend eternity in heaven. This is the only way that will make your children continue to become slaves to foreigners. When you tell them that the world doesn't matter, heaven is the goal. Why the children of the foreigners are enjoying life, eating, traveling everywhere, living their best life, your children is suffering and being at the bottom of the food chain. And your children is praying to go to heaven that is non-existent. This is the mentality that will ensure your continued captivity in slavery to them in this earth. Okay? If you give your children this kind of value, just know that you are setting your children up for another generation of slavery to the enemy. Your children need to see themselves as seeds of divinity. They need to see themselves as gods. They need to see themselves as independent beings. They need to see themselves as superior beings. They need to see the image of God inside themselves, not in the image of another race. Okay? When you inculcate the right values in your children, you don't need to worry about them. They're already successful. But when you give them the wrong notion, you have failed them. Once again, you have failed the next generation. Okay? We need to be able to say no to certain things. Not every rubbish we're going to accept. Not every kind of job we are going to be doing. Okay? You need to give them a sense of pride, a sense of identity, a sense of awareness. All this is going to be rooted in your spiritual practices, your culture and tradition. They need to belong to somewhere. It's either they belong to you and your race, your culture, or they belong to the enemy. So are you bringing your children to belong to the enemy, to be properties of the enemy? Or are you bringing them to be properties of your African royal lineage? A lot of people now, especially these are Christians, they are grooming their enemies to be, their children to belong to their enemies, to be working for their enemies. I see this every day in Nigeria. In their mind, they have made the right choice. In their own ignorance and stupidity, they think they are doing the right thing. But they are going to regret at the end. The end justifies the way. So all these things is what we're going to look up to. The essence of us practicing any form of spirituality is for our liberation, empowerment, freedom, independency. Any spiritual practice that is not teaching you how to free yourself, to empower yourself, to educate you, to enlighten you, it's not worth practicing. I have said it many times on this channel. For you to free yourself from these evil people that are looking down on you, your whole spiritual consciousness must be centered on your freedom and be rooted on your culture. This is the only way that will give you confidence to say no to certain things. Anything that is beneath you, you will not accept it. Okay? This new level of checking people's phone, we must not accept it. Who born them? Who born them? They're the Chris. We don't big pass, head the big pass conk. Okay? Head the big pass conk. So we need to be standing on our feet, and our spirituality will give us that premises. Okay? So this is where I will stop today. I thank you guys for watching. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, enable to hit the all notification sign so that when I post videos, articles, you will be able to get the notification. And by all means, please share this channel so that our brothers and sisters can understand what is going on, to know the truth about African spirituality. In this day and age, many Africans are lost, and it is on purpose. Our system, the educational, governments, and religious systems, all the things that we are giving to us is designed to destroy the African mind, to corrupt, convolute, and pollute us. We must break free from all these things, and the only way to break free is not by marching on the streets. We have done a lot of that. It's not by protesting or begging the enemy. It is by re-educating yourself with the right information. This is the information they have denied you. Information of self-awareness, of your true African culture, history, and spirituality. You need to learn it. So this topic, we don't have enough teachers. And it's a very important topic. The most powerful topic in the whole continent of Africa is African spirituality. In case you don't know, this is the topic that talks about the African consciousness, African our soul essence, our connection with divinity. African spirituality is the most powerful topic. Before anything we want to talk about, we must talk about African spirituality. So it's not something you should look down on or commonize. You need to know it. This is why I take the pain to come here to be talking about this subject almost on a daily basis. We must know it. So if you want to learn that subject, this channel is one of the best places for you to get accurate information about this topic. There's over 1,000 videos now on the channel, and I have hundreds of videos in the inner class for people that want to go straight to the point, that are very serious. You can register for my inner class. It's a 6-month program. I charge money for it. That one is not free. When you pay money, you're supporting the program, and you're also getting value. I'll teach you the African spirituality, the authentic one. I'll teach you how to do spell workings. I'll teach you how African metaphysics works, the connection between science and spirituality, and how we do the hardcore spirituality, the elements that we need to put together to effect change in the physical world. All these things that our ancestors have been doing, the science is transferred to us. You will learn it here. Within 6 months, you will be a master of this subject. It's a master class. You will have the fundamental basic knowledge, and you continue living your life. So please register for that program. Then if you like to read, 3 books so far has been on ground. This one is on quantum physics. Talks about the interrelationship between science and spirituality. In this book, I was able to lay down a lot of scientific evidence to show the validity and authenticity of African spirituality. I cover topics like time travel, space travel, the wormhole, the black hole, negative space, origin of religion, gargled grand unified almighty theory. I talked about sacred space, CCC's melanin, all these subjects, what it means, how it relates to science and spirituality, what is the benefits, the applications of all these subjects, why are people talking about going to space, what are the powers of African spirituality. Quantum physics will take you there, the atomic structure, all these are connected. This is what our people study, we call African science. Okay, our own perspective. It is here. We have materials, we have textbook. You can check it out. You buy this book. This one having 200 spells walking the shadow of the gods. Spells for different aspects of your life, for love, protection, prosperity, different kind of illnesses. The botanical names of the herbs are inside. Very easy book. You need this knowledge. You need to expand on this knowledge. It will help you increase your capacity, your understanding of nature. The more you know about nature is the more you know about God. They say science is discovery. So please, do not dull yourself. Take advantage of all this information. As an African, you need to be equipped with all this knowledge. All this knowledge is what gives you power. These are the things they don't teach you in our schools. These are the things religion do not teach you, because they want you to be powerless so that they can bind you with the blood of Jesus to put you in a pit whereby they will have total domination over every aspect of your life. A lot of Africans now, they think they worship God. They don't worship any God. They worship men. They worship pastors. They worship daddy GOs, mommy GOs. They are so lost that they don't know their left from their right. This is because they don't have all this knowledge. If you have this knowledge, you will know that you cannot worship another person. That person is a criminal, is a thief, a man of dog, is a liar, and is a scammer. So you need to know the history of Africa. You need to know when religion began. You need to know when how the Christianity plagiarized concept from African spirituality, and they twisted it to write their fake book of fiction called the Bible. You need to know all these things. Like knowledge, they say now what you don't know now your mate to pass you. Knowledge, you need to know, and the knowledge they are hiding, I teach it. This is what I teach here. This one, you want to know about African deities. This book will help you talk about the characteristics of the deities, the personalities, the traits, the powers of the deities, how to make contact with them, the intelligence behind these principles. I covered it in this book. So this book will help you. Empower yourself today. Know your way, not be curse. Okay? It's not an insult. It's an advice. Know thyself. When they say know thyself and thou shalt know the gods, it starts with African spirituality. Life starts here. So if you say you come in here, maybe you like a dabbler, just jump into the pool and see where it will take you to. It will only burn out the things that does not serve you. When you come into African spirituality, all those fake people around your life, they will run away. Your family people, all those witches and wizards, they will run away. All these fake pastors that are always asking you for money, all those vampires, criminals, you will discover all of them. You'll become free, liberated, and later they will not find a purpose, a sense of direction. So there's nothing to lose here except things that does not serve you. When you come here, you will discover a whole family, whole generation of ancestors waiting for you, different kind of spirit. You will not discover the invisible world. Now here and life will start. Okay? So do not be shy. Register for my program, buy books. When you register, you support my work. I do more research into these topics. I bring it out here. And you empower yourself as well. And also too, if you want to buy spiritual objects or elements we use in African spirituality, like cowries, native shock, candles, ointment, soaps, meditation beads, all kind of stuff we use. I sell many of them here. I have a website, River of Knowledge. You can see things there. You can also contact me if you want to do the oracle divination consultations. I do all those things as well. You can contact me, okay? Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.